Hey guys, how you guys doing? All right, so we are finally on the functions part. So what is a function? This is the part I've been dying to get to. So a function pretty much is a set of instructions that you create for a function to do. Like remember that function that we use, let's say, remember food equals to pizza. Then we use UC first to we use UC first to fulfill making we use UC first to make the first letter uppercase, C uppercase first. So this is a function. A function does a set of instructions to do that. So, of course, if we were to print it or echo it, we would get, let's kill all of this, we would get pizza with a capital P. I mean, we can also, talking about print, I'm sorry guys, but we can also use printf. It pretty much does the same crap as echo. The only difference is that you have, see, printf is also a function. Printf is also a function. The main difference is that you have to put, like I said, the parentheses. Like in the function, you have to use the parentheses, and we put, hey, how are you? But the difference is we can also do this. Food. Instead of having to concatenate so damn much. That didn't work. This is going to be interesting if we still have to concatenate. Okay, you still have to concatenate with this crap. But, I'm sorry. But, you see the point here. This is a function that prints stuff. So let's create our own function. Remember how I said I was getting, in the raised video, I was getting tired of putting echo BR to keep creating break tags. So we're going to turn this into a function. We're going to make a function that does it for us. So you start off a function by writing function. So you define the function. So you're pretty much telling PHP, hey, let's create a function. Let's just call it BR. Remember, functions always have to have, let's do this, parameters. I just want to show you instructions. So pretty much this is what a function does. A function can take certain parameters, which means certain values. So that's why functions have parentheses on them. And they don't take the $sign because they're not variables, they're functions. Then they do certain set of instructions that you set it. So let's say I make that function, okay, let me erase parameters. So say I call, every time I call the function BR, it'll echo a new break tag for me. Right? BR. You clearly call it by just putting BR, and that's it. So that'll do a break tag. So let's put echo. Just for the sake of it, we're not going to put a break tag here. Matter of fact, all we have to do is put a break tag. Then all we have to do is put the function, I'm sorry, not the break tag. Now look at this. Hello? I don't think you could concatenate a function like that. Let's see. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is this. Echo but that still works. You see? Okay, now it worked. So instead of doing it to look like this, you could just do that. Put a BR here. But let's say I want to put more than one BR. How would I be able to do that? How would I be able to say I want 50 breaks without writing break, without copying and pasting break 50 times? You know what I mean? So that way I won't have to do this, you know? How do I do it? So this is how you do it. Remember the for loops that we covered? Well, that's what we're going to use. Remember this parameter section here? This is something else we're going to use. So let's just put times, right? Times. So this is what we're going to do. For, remember, I equals 0, and I is less than or equal to times then I plus plus. That means keep incrementing I, right? And we're gonna just echo BR when we put something in times. So this is, look at this beauty. BR times. You see, okay, BR. You see how in the IntelliSense it says times? That means we must put a parameter in there. So let's say 10. Check this out. Look at this beauty. There's 10 line breaks here. What, 11 because of the 0 here. So let's just put this to 1. There we go. You see? There's 10 line breaks here. But what happens is if we were to put no parameter, it'll go all wrong. So how do you fix that? This is how you fix that. You have to put a default value in here. So there must be a default value. Because remember, it's just equal to times. So if we didn't put a value, it's going to do it 0 times. And obviously, if there's no default value, then that means the function is going to not run. So we're going to put it as 1. So times equals to 1, I equals to 1. As long as I equals, if it's less than or equals to times, then 1 plus plus. So that means since I is 1, it'll only do it 1 time. So let's check it out. 1. See? 1 line break. Boom. By default. But now, we could put any number we want here. 100, 1,000. Let's see how many 1,000. So see, we got 1,000 line breaks now. So now how is this going to be useful? Right? So let's do this. This is functions PHP, right? So let's find something that had so many BRs that I was just tired of it. There, here we go. So on the arrays thing. So what we would have to do, I'm just going to get a separate PHP tag, is we're going to have to require, I'm just going to put require once, functions.php. So this is pretty much including a file into another one, so that way we could be able to use the functions. So now, instead of doing this, now we can just put a BR tag here, BR, boom. I mean, not a BR tag, we could use the function BR here, We could just use the function br here, right? Or else we could just use the function br here. See how much easier it makes it than writing echo, then the break. See, so this becomes useful. This becomes very useful. So now we're gonna run this code. Let's see, it's the same crap. Remember this error? So that's pretty much what a function can do. You create a function that does a set of things for you, and that becomes pretty useful. Let's say I wanted to create function, a math function. Let's say I wanted to put add num, right? That's what we're gonna do. Let's say A, B. Now 2 parameters are required. So now you're required to put 2 parameters. Let's put sum equals A plus B, right? And what we're going to do is echo sum. So now let's go back to arrays. Now this is something we can do. Add num. So let's say I wanted to add these values, just to get a little fancy. Let's say I wanted to add this value of this array or this value of this array. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take, copy, paste. Let me put a break here. Oh my gosh, this function is already becoming useful. Then we're gonna put another value. So let's just put 4. And 3. No. This has to be 5. This has to be 3. So we're gonna add 3 plus 2. It should give us 5. It should give us 5. And we get 3. 0, 1. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I forgot it starts from 0. It starts from 0, guys. So now we're gonna do this again. 5. See? So this is how they could become useful. So yeah, functions can become useful. So I'm gonna make, after this video, I'll make another video on how you could implement it with a little bit of HTML, just to get a little simple, a little bit more advanced than where we are now, but simple enough that you guys will understand it, and simple enough that, like, pretty much I'm not gonna create a web page. I'm just gonna create something simple. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Peace.